Welcome to ECOintention. ECOintention is perceiving, interpretation and the improvement of life energy. And in this video clip I would like to tell you some more about this life energy. What is it and where does it come from? Well, first of all, when you look at our beautiful planet Earth, well, it's all grow matter. The chair you're sitting on, your own body. It's all matter. But when we zoom into matter, well, we discover molecules. And when you zoom into those molecules, we discover atoms. And the atom is quite amazing because you have a core with the protons and there are electrons circling around this core. And many more particles science is discovering. But they all agree there is a lot of space inside of the atom. And this is amazing. There is 99.999% of space. So this is discussions about how many nines are there behind the comma. And this is nothing esoteric, this is pure science. So meaning the chair you are sitting on, the floor below your feet, is so much space. And then you say, well, there are particles there and they're spinning around at enormous speed, so they may get this construction there and is holding this chair. Well, they're already discovered early 20th century. Those particles are no particles, they are not solid matter, they're all packages of energy. So there you go. It's a little bit, everything is energy. Well, is there only a little bit of energy then, or is it really some more? Well, there is a lot more energy, because also what they discovered, that this enormous amount of space is filled with life energy, or like science calls it, 0-point energy. Isn't this amazing? Because the ancient cultures will all talk about chi, prana, mana, telling this life energy, it's always inside of you and outside of you, and science rediscovered this. And you can have a very good read about this in the book The Field by Lynn McTaggart. Everything is energy. Science discovered this, and also wisdom keepers were telling about this. There are no particles. And what they also discovered, that this energy is spinning. There are two spins, or even say there are two vortices. There's one vortex moving from outside in, this is the blue one, we call it blue, and this is connecting in the center point with another vortex who is moving from inside out. The two connect with each other and they make a torus. And this, if you really mark this and have this in your memory, because this is a very, very important discovery. And this is not where the wisdom keepers talk about, but this torus shows to be the most primal shape from the most smallest, well, call it particle, and even the largest whole. There are all tori. And in this torus, the energy is moving, or it's like this. It's having this spin, it's moving from inside to outside. And it's causing a certain flow of the energy, and this is what we call a donut. It's moving from inside out. And you can find this everywhere, and we'll come back to this in later clips. You can find it in the largest whole. Also our galaxy, the movement of the stars are also kind of in this shape of the donut. They are moving from outside to the inside to our galaxy. But also our own aura is like this donut shape with the two spirals moving in and out. So everything is a torus, meaning it's also resonating with each other. And what the wisdom keepers, especially the Mayas, always told us, that man is in this case very special, that we have all the mathematical laws like the golden mean and all the other wisdom which everywhere in the galaxy. It's all stored in our torus, in our own body, and we are literally resonating with the largest whole, with everything in this creation. Well, let's make it practical now, because life energy also generates a life force. So the more energy you have, the stronger you are, isn't that? The more vital you are, the better faster you can run. Well, you can also use this for medical applications. It has been used in the touch for health. Look it up on the internet, there's a lot of information about it. And in fact, this is a very gentle method to tell with certain muscle tests if a medicine resonates with you. If it does, when it's healthy for you, you can test strong. And when something is not healthy for you, you are weak. But like I told you, the touch for health is a very gentle and elegant method. And we also use it, in the ECOintention, but then in a kind of way that is not so gentle. We use it in a way to really show very skeptical people what energy does with them. So when you can test it for yourself with your partner who is very skeptical at home, you can take some kind of food which you can expect to be healthy, an apple or something in this. And when you held it in front of your stomach, and you have the other arm like the person is showing here on the picture, and you hold up your arm, you can really be strong. And when the other one tries to push this down. And this is also what I used many times in the forest with very skeptical forestry people, most of the time very strong men. And I always invited them to me to show how strong they are. And I always took them to the biggest and most vital tree in the forest, and I asked them to connect with the tree and then to show how strong they are. And they had their arms stretched, and I asked them to show me how strong they are, and I tried to push the arm down. And I can tell you that won't work. You can hang on this arm and they can really hold it. And you always saw those men being very proud and showing me how strong they are. And then came the next step. Then I always looked for a not so healthy tree quite nearby, or when there was a kind of wooden pole of a kind of fence. And I took them there and I said, well, this tree, first he was very healthy, wasn't it? Yeah, he said. And this one is not healthy, or even dead like the pole is. Yes. Well, so when we do the same test, and I connected them, and you see it on this picture. And then when the person connects with you, can really push the arm down with 2 fingers, I can assure you. And I saw so many men being shocked that they really were quite weak. And I immediately went back to the healthy tree, stretched their arms, and they were strong again, proud men. And I said, well, let's get back again to the other one. And I really gave himself a hard try, holding up the arm, and I could push it down. And you can also do this with 2 fingers. So this was such an important moment. And you don't need to say anything more, but it's the first proof to show what an effect life energies has on them, also the real physical level. And this is what ECOintention is all about. It's not about a touch for health, but really, improving the life energy in large ecosystems, also in companies, that people are more happy and also are more vital and are more themselves. And you can always do this test when you can take them in the building where there's a lot of energy, and when you take them on the street where the balancing is none, I can assure you they are weak. Well, thank you for watching. Come with me to the next clip where I will tell you more about the floor radiance and the cosmic energy coming on, and have a lot of fun. Thank you.